Back at home, it's about to go down. Skyler lays it down for Walt. She and the kids are crashing with Hank and Marie for the weekend. And while they're gone, he needs to hit the road. She's entangled the web of Walt's lies. His second cell phone was just the tip of the iceberg. She's uncovered the truth about Gretchen and Elliot not footing the bill for his cancer treatment, the fake fugue state act, and the fact that he never visited his mother or told her about his battle with cancer. Walt's house of cards is crumbling. Walt, desperate to keep things together, follows Skyler outside, throwing promises in the air. He's willing to spill the truth, but Skyler ain't having it. She tells him, keep it to yourself, bro. I don't even want to know. Bro, why did he let it get to this point? Just grab her by the shoulders and be like, listen, stop whispering in my ears. We have $500,000 in the basement.
You're not going to do that. Nah, you're not going to whisper in my ear.
Listen, shut up. We're rich. Just let me explain. All right, you finally caught me. You got it, I got it.
She's doing this Harley Quinn shit.
Yeah. Like, what is all this? This is toxic. And I understand Walt's been toxic for months at this point. But listen, and I understand that you're not gonna get a straight answer out of him, so you might as well just show your ass. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's probably her mindset. Nah. She's given up on knowing the answer.
Weeks for this.
This has just been building up.
Bro, imagine every time that she thinks that she's figured it out and she calls somebody for answers and she doesn't have it figured out, it probably just spins some even crazier shit in her. She probably had it figured out. Walter's fucking Gretchen. And then you call Gretchen and have that conversation and it's like,
well, Walter's not
what
Gretchen.
The fuck is going on? Let me call his mom. What the fuck is going on?
Fuck it. I don't even want to know.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know anymore. We're leaving. Junior, pack your bags. We out of here this weekend. We're going to tell Walt at the last minute and then dip. Junior's probably already at Hank and Marie's house.
Yeah, probably.
Or she's going to pick him up from school.
But, like, how did you let it get to this point? Everything that you've done in this show so far has been for your family, and your family is about to walk out the door.
And you don't just up until, like...
We got $500,000 in the basement right now.
That's the way I feel about it. I feel like if you're doing it for your family, and your family's getting ready to leave because of what you've been doing...
It's time to spill the beans.
It's time to spill the beans. Like...
What's
the point of hiding it anymore?
Why is it a secret anymore? Who are you hiding it from?
If your family's gone.
You don't have cancer anymore, so you don't need this money for cancer. Like, what are we doing? You're going to let your whole family leave for what?
Because you did this thing that you were supposed to leave this money for your family while you died. Like,
it's dumb.
It makes no rational sense.
I got into this rant though and hadn't read the fucking read yet. So
it's okay. I'll still put it in the right. I'll still put it in the right spot. The magic of editing. Motherfuckers will never know. I can't believe that my dude never even told his mom. All right, so that's another point of contention for me, and I understand like what you said earlier about like liking like. Preferring it sometimes to be able to draw your own conclusions and, you know, making up your own headcanon or having theories about what things were like. But Walter and his mom aren't cool to the point where, one, Skyler hates her. Because there's the one episode where he did say that he was going to, you know,
visit his mom,
and he's like,
always call if you need me.
And she's like,
what, and risk talking to your mother?
And then here it's like...
Maybe that's why they're estranged.
When she says, I called your mother, she says it begrudgingly, like, and you made me have to do something.
You made me call your mama. And you know how I feel about that bitch.
Yeah, something happened between Skyler and Walt's mom, or Walter and Skyler, or the trio.
I've got a whole headcanon built about that all Walter and the women in his life. Maybe Walter's mom was just very overbearing.
So overbearing that it's like...
That you wouldn't tell her that you have cancer. Yes. Because now she's coming down to Albuquerque to help tend to me or some shit. Yes.
She's going to move into your house. bro.
You don't
but
know. We don't know what kind of person that she is. We just know that Skyler doesn't want to talk to her on the phone, and Walt didn't tell her about his cancer. And there must be reasons for both of those.
It's got to be more than the fact that he didn't talk to her about his cancer. Like, he hasn't talked to her at all.
Mhm.
Like,
But
it's
that doesn't
probably
necessarily
been-
mean that they're estranged. And I could understand maybe not telling your mother that you have cancer, especially at their age and shit. I can understand wanting to deal with this myself and not knowing how to unpack this to tell my mom.
Bro, your cancer is damn near terminal. I don't even understand how he came back from it. I mean, it's fiction, but there got to be some cases of people coming back from like
Terminal.
late
Yeah.
stage cancer.
sure.
So I'm not saying it's impossible, but when the prognosis is bleak, as bleak as it was for Walter White, man, like, it seems like you would want to tell your loved ones. There's never no indication that Walter has any siblings. So that's probably the only person left in his life.
Yeah, but man, Walt didn't want to tell Skyler. Walt didn't tell Hank and Marie and Jr. Skyler did. Walt didn't want to tell anybody. And if he could have gotten away with it, he probably wouldn't have. His mom was in another state. Ain't no reason to call her.
Dang, man. For real, Walt. She said, not only did you not go up there, she didn't even know you had cancer. I gotta know the story behind that. Give me like a Breaking Bad animated series by Jendy Tartakovsky or something like that. And
Walter's mom, Mrs. White, liked fucking Gretchen more. That's what it was.
Yeah, I'm still not sure that that Skyler even knew that Walter and Gretchen ever had a thing in the past.
Until that conversation, maybe, because I bet that they had a long-ass conversation.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet Skyler aired out her every insecurity on the phone with Gretchen, trying to figure out
What's
if
going
Walter
on?
was fucking Gretchen.
Why does Walter have a second cell
Yeah.
phone? Who is he calling? Like, your only conclusions that you can even draw right now is like, all right, he might be a whole criminal.
Yeah, he's doing something illegal.
Yeah.
That second cell phone is
Especially
for something
when you're like,
illegal.
all right, because she said that all the bills were paid up, because that's where the Gretchen thing led to. Like, all right, so he's not cheating on me. She also told me that they're not paying for the cancer. So how is the cancer almost paid off? Like, how's your treatment almost completely paid off? Where's that money coming from? That's like dozens of bands. Almost definitely more than no, I think the surgery, the operation cost more than the cancer treatment.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still at least in the six figures what they paid for Walt's cancer treatment.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So yeah. She didn't even want to know anymore. And I understand that because like
It's probably bad.
Yeah.
He's probably into some bad shit. I get that. But it should have never gotten to that point. Do you think at any point in this conversation, if he had stopped her and just like led her to the basement, do you think it would have mattered for her? At this point, she's made up her mind.
Yeah. That's what I feel like. I feel like there's nothing he could have done to stop her from leaving. And that's kind of like exemplified by the fact that when he does, if I tell you everything.
It was just a
Will you
platitude
stay?
though. Like it was too late for that.
Yeah.
Like
What do you mean if I tell you everything, will you stay? Like that's
it's too late. That was a platitude. He should have admitted what was going on when she was like, "I'm leaving and you need to be gone." Like, no, listen. I have a perfectly rational explanation for this. Just hear me out. Please. Like, I don't understand.
I wouldn't have been surprised if she like plugged her ears and like la 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 la. No, I don't want to hear it. Period. Get out of my face. Whatever you say,
Or
I'm
at this
gonna
point,
forget
she
it.
just called the police.
For real.
What makes him let her in the first place?
I think I don't know. Does she like find his money? No, it's not that.
He presents her money. Like, this is what I'm doing every day.
I can't remember.
I can't remember why, though. I can't remember the context of that conversation, but I remember the episode starting with her being like, "Oh, you're a meth dealer," and ending with him showing up with bags of money like, "This is what I do all day. This is how I support us." And I don't remember what happens next season. I can't wait.
Yeah. Oh, next season is gonna be a good one. Man. Can't wait to talk more about this. If I tell you the truth, will you stay? Bro, that ship has sailed, buddy.
And it's like, that's some corny ass shit. Like, you an ain't shit motherfucker if you get to a point like that with your woman.
Wait. If I tell you everything.
It's like, no, bro, it's too late. You fucked up.
The fact that you're asking me that question makes me not want to know.
Yeah.
What do you mean everything? How much is there? Nah.
It's such a simple story. I wouldn't even give details.
Yeah, you don't need to tell her that you strangled a man to death with a bike lock in the basement.
I didn't even mean details like that. I meant like I wouldn't tell her that Jesse was my partner or some shit like that. Hell no, we're not getting into the murders.
But bro, like, in order to answer all those questions, he has to, like, because there's the whole fugue state thing, right? Do you think that, yeah, because he would have to answer everything that she went and did research about, the fugue state, Gretchen, you know, what he was doing, like Gretchen, all that. He would have to, like, come off of that. Imagine learning that your husband got stranded in the desert for 4 days and almost died while...
Crazy. Yeah. No, but look at this $500,000 we have in the basement.
Does it, like, I mean, yeah, like, outcomes, but...
That shit's in the past
emotional damage.
Yeah, well.
Like, that still hurts. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you almost died multiple times. You were held at gunpoint. You were almost sent to Mexico.
Mexico.
By this ex
that day that I went outside mid-conversation and didn't come back, I got kidnapped.
They pulled up to our house. It's over, bro.
Yeah. They were actually watching me for like a week or two before they kidnapped me.
Everything that he would have had to come up off of in order to answer all of her questions would have ended the relationship anyway.
He would have had to at least cop to everything since Tuco. He wouldn't have had to say anything about Domingo and Crazy 8, or at least about them being killed.
Right, because I doubt she'd have any questions about that period of time.
Yeah, but Tuco on, he'd have to answer to.
Yeah. And that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And you better pray to God she doesn't say anything to Marie, because now you're going to prison.
Nah, she wouldn't say anything to Marie. She knows better.
Obviously, because she doesn't. She doesn't. I just can't remember the context. But we'll see soon.